Hi, my name is Bruce Wade and welcome to SET Speaker Education Tips, where we develop both you and your speaking business. I want to chat to you a little bit about one of the assets that you've got to have as a professional speaker. Now, if you're just a public speaker, that's awesome. But if you want to push that envelope and push the boat out into the deep lake and be a professional, key thing to have is a list of marketing assets that you've got that are on hand and available. One of the ones of probably the most important one out of the list is your speaker sheet. Now, what is a speaker sheet, you say? Well, it's a simple one-pager that is your brochure. It's your website. It's your keynotes. It's what you are, all summarized onto a single page, well designed, well laid out, full of color, full of vibrance, and it represents you. It represents who you are as a speaker. Now, a simple page could look as easy as that. Now, well-designed layout and stuff, but it's got to be captivating. Let's just chat about some of the sort of topics. It's almost like a one-page newspaper. It's got to have a good heading. It's got to have a headline that's going to attract attention. And it's not about me, 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 me. It's about what I do for you as a potential customer. So make sure that the wording is client-centric, make sure that it's in the third person, and make sure that it speaks volumes about benefits, benefits, and offer that out to your client. Then you want to have a section with a couple of headline notices about keynotes or workshops or offerings that I do. And then it's always great to add a little bit about what other people have said about you. Now, don't make this stuff up. Go and get proper referrals. Get your referrals off your LinkedIn or video referrals that you've got and summarize them and put them into that speaker sheet, and make sure that you are real enough that if the person sees their comment with their name underneath it, that they're going to go, yeah, I agree with that. I agree that I said that, and I agree that what I'm saying about you is the right thing. So unpacking that, make sure that you get that right, because that is worth more than what you say about yourself. Then the last section is a little bit about contact details. Now, I love QR codes. Okay, all my speaker sheets, all my stuff have little QR codes on them. These are quick, easy links to various things like websites, contact forms, anything else that you want, your speaker profile on Red Jacket Speaker Bureau, wherever you want to send people, make sure that you've got a QR code at somewhere on your speaker sheet. The other one that goes together with this, and I like to keep them separate because, for obvious reasons, is your rate card. Now, your rate card is also well designed and set up, and these give a number of options for people to look at. Firstly, you want to be able to put your local rate and international rate if you are speaking international, or local, non-profit, international, however you want to sort of grade it, but make sure that you put your full price on there. We don't do that to scare people off. We don't do that to kind of brush our own egos, but we do that as self-accountability, because if we are not sticking by the rates that we say that we want to speak to, you're doing a disservice, firstly, to yourself, and secondly, to me and the rest of the other speakers. If you keep putting yourself out at 100 Rand speaker, how am I supposed to charge my rate? Okay, so be fair to you and the industry that you represent, and make sure that your speaker rate is in line with where you are and where you're offering and your target market. More help on that, we can have a chat about that. So two things that you've got to develop is your speaker sheet and a rate card. Make sure that you've got those, and make sure that you've got them. Don't have to laminate them, but you make sure that you've got them available on your phone as JPEGs that you can WhatsApp and send, and make sure that it shouldn't take more than about 10 seconds for you to find it and be able to drop it into an email or a direct message to a potential client. Got it.